guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is day 18 of Vlogmas. I hope I didn't actually check before I filmed this. A couple of things I want to say before I actually get on with today's vid is thank you, because I just reached 350 subscribers. I've just been gaining loads of subs the last few days. Like one day I was on 324 and literally like 5 days later I'm now on 350. I don't know what happened. I think it's to do with my Spider-Man reactions or something, but I reached 350 subscribers, so thank you so much, guys. Now I want to try and reach 400 for Christmas. Is that possible? I hope it is. Please share and subscribe, and maybe we can reach 400, because that would be such an amazing Christmas gift. Also, if you watched my Vlogmas vid yesterday and you read my description, you'll know what's happening. But basically I didn't upload Vlogmas vid for several days, and I do apologise, but I had a stomach bug and was really ill, so I couldn't film or edit or anything for several days, which is why you had a whole like week without any Vlogmas vids. So I'm sorry, but I'm better and I'm back, so you should hopefully be getting a vid every day from now up till Christmas. So anyway, today's vid I'm going to be doing a video about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Now I know I've already done a movie review for this, but if you go and watch my movie review, I don't really know a lot about the film. Like, I don't know half the characters' names or like any of the names of anything in it, and I'm quite a fake fan to BH in that movie review. I mean, I review the film, but I don't speak a lot about it, and it's cringy watching it now, because in the time between filming that movie review and now, I have become obsessed with Fantastic Beasts and where to find them, and I mean obsessed. I've now watched it 4 times, and I've basically spent the past few days since we broke up for Christmas at college just doing Fantastic Beasts related stuff. It's normally just looking up tags on Tumblr and watching interviews in the film, and yeah, I'm a little bit obsessed now. But now that I'm obsessed with the film, I know a lot more about it. I know all the different theories. I like actually have ideas for what I want to happen in sequels. I know all the Easter eggs in the film, and I just know a lot more about it, and so I thought I would make another video talking about it to kind of redeem myself from the movie review where I call Creedence the Flash, because I don't know his name. I'm so sorry, Creedence. So this is going to be a Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movie talk. To BH, I should probably call it Creedence talk, because I've got a list of all the stuff I want to talk about, and like all of it except like 2 points is to do with Creedence. Guess who my favourite character is? Let's talk about it. So I'll just start. Yeah, Creedence is my favourite character. I'm not really sure how the obsession happened, because he's my favourite character and I'm obsessed with him, and I want to adopt him and hug him and love him. I think the obsession kind of started because if you watched my movie review, I was interested in the character, and then since then I've rewatched the film another 3 times and I've like really picked up on stuff. I've also done research into Ezra Miller. I'm now a hardcore Ezra Miller fan as well. Like, this guy, oh my god, I just really want to meet him, because like I've just been watching interviews and stuff and he's such a fanboy. He's literally me. Like, oh my god, he's literally me. Like, I feel like if I met Ezra Miller we would just be like besties, and so I've also been obsessing over him the past few days, and I think that obsession led to me also becoming obsessed with Creedence, but just because it's Credence Barebone and we love him and he didn't deserve that. And yeah, so one thing about Creedence I picked up on after rewatching the film, in my movie review I think I said, and I quote, R.I.P. the Flash, because I called him the Flash because I was a fake fan and didn't know Credence Barebone's name, because he died at the end of the film. Well, no, actually, Creedence isn't dead. He's not dead. He's coming back. He's coming back. If you're watching this and thinking, no, Chloe, he's dead. He's very much dead. Go back and rewatch the film and focus on the ending. Yes, it looks like he dies, but actually there is a little scene, a little bit after they catch Grindelwald. Grindelwald gets taken off. He says the line to Newt that makes no sense. I still have no idea what he was on about. Newt probably doesn't know either, but you know, so Grindelwald goes out and then Jacob comes, gives Newt his case back, and then the president of the MACUSA comes along and is like, we owe it to you, Newt Scamander, whatever. And while she is speaking, Newt is looking at the massive hole in the subway that Creedence previously made when he was going all obscurus on us, and Newt is watching it, and it actually shows a little tiny cloud of black smoke making its way out of the hole, out of the subway, and it flies off. It flies off into the outernet. It flies off into the world. It leaves the subway, and Newt's the only one who sees it. Guys, Creedence isn't dead. Somehow he survives the attack from the wizards. All that's left of him is a little tiny bit of black smoke, obscurus stuff, and he actually makes it out of the subway, and Newt is the only one who sees him escape. Creedence is alive, and if that's not enough to convince you still, the director himself has confirmed that Ezra Miller will be returning in the sequel as Creedence. There is also a deleted scene. We haven't seen the scene, but we know exactly what happens in it, and the director even said why he took it out of the film, and that scene is at the very end, and it shows Credence Barebone getting onto a boat. It's also the boat that Newt goes on to go back to England. The director said that he took the scene out because he thought it gave away too much about Credence's potential and what he's going to be doing in the sequel and that sort of thing. So Creedence is very much alive, and he will be returning in the sequel. That makes me so happy. The thing is, my obsession with him has gotten so bad that if Creedence actually dies in one of the future Fantastic Beasts film, I will cry. I will cry so much, because he deserves happiness and love, and I don't want him to die. So yeah. So obviously we know that at the end of Fantastic Beasts, technically Creedence gets onto the boat going back to England, which Newt is also on. A scene that I really want in the sequel to happen is, like, once Creedence goes on the boat, he actually goes to Newt for help, because I feel like after what happened in the subway, Creedence would now trust Newt, and so I want, like, a scene where, like, it shows Newt on the boat going back to England, and he's just sat on a bench or something, and he's, like, looking at his case or reading a book or writing something down for his book or something like that, and then this man just comes and sits next to Newt, and you don't see who it is, but all you hear is just this faint "help for me." And then Newt turns and it's Creedence sat next to him, and Newt's just like, of course, Creedence. And then he helps Creedence and saves him, and Creedence is happy. Yay. So that's something I really want to happen. Another scene I really want to happen is Creedence going into Newt's case and seeing all the animals, because that would kind of be the cutest thing ever. Can that happen, please? Having spent the last few days basically going through the entirety of the Credence Barebone tag on Tumblr, I have noticed a few of the ships going on to do with Fantastic Beasts. At the moment, the only ship I actually properly ship is Queenie and Jacob. I don't even ship Newt and Tina that much. Like, once they start dating, because come on, we all know they're gonna end up kissing and get together at some point during these films. Once they do, then I will ship it. But at the moment, I don't actually ship it. I don't know why. I just don't. Now, some of the other ships that are happening, people ship Creedence and Newt. I don't know. Like, I can see it, but I can't. I just don't think we've seen Newt with Creedence enough to be able to ship it, or for me at least. So I don't ship that for now. But I think the biggest ship that has come out of Fantastic Beasts and where to find them is people ship Creedence with Graves. Right? I literally don't understand the ship at all. It is my no TP. So, like, why? For starters, we haven't actually seen Graves. Graves might not even exist. He might be dead by now, or he might be locked up somewhere and suffering. We don't know where Graves is. We haven't met Graves. It was Grindelwald the entire time throughout the film. Like, Graves in the film was Grindelwald the entire time. So how can you ship Creedence with a character who we haven't met yet? We don't know what he's like. For all we know, Graves could be just as mean to Creedence as Grindelwald was. But they're not even shipping the real Graves with Creedence. They're shipping it based off of the Grindelwald Graves. And why would you ship that? I don't hate people for shipping it. Like, if you want to ship it, go and ship it. But I just don't get why. Because, yeah, I will admit, when you read some of the screenplay and you see it, the scenes between Graves and Creedence, there is a lot of affection there, and some could say that it is, like, more than just friendship, and I do agree with that, but it's not real affection. It's Grindelwald using this affection because he knows Creedence craves affection, So he uses affection to get through to Creedence so that he can manipulate him and use him to find the Obscurus. Like, there is the one scene where Graves and Creedence are in the alleyway, and I think it's when he gives him the Deathly Hallows pendant, and then they hug. People say this is a really massive Graves Creedence scene, ship it loads, but in the actual screenplay, it says that when they hug, Graves has his hands on Credence's neck, and it makes it more manipulative than affectionate. Like, the screenplay actually says that he's manipulating Creedence through this affection. So why do you ship it? That's not even the worst bit for me, because, like, to start with, I was like, right, okay, people ship Graves and Creedence, okay, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. And I was like, okay with it. And then I rewatched the film, and there's that one scene, right? And I also read the screenplay of this. There's the one scene after Mary Sue gets killed by Creedence. There's the scene where Graves goes to Creedence, and Creedence is like really scared and he's crying, and Graves is asking him, where is your sister? Where did the Obscurial go? Yada da da da. And all Creedence is saying is, help me, please help me. Graves hits him. He hits Creedence, a guy who has been abused for most of his life, and he hits him. Why do you ship it? Don't ship that. Don't ship it. Why? Why? He hits Creedence when he knows that Creedence has been abused by Mary Sue, and Creedence is like scared and crying and he just wants help, and Graves just hits him. Yeah, I ship it so much. Oh my god, adorable. That's like the one thing. As soon as I read the screenplay and then I went and watched the film, and I was just like, that is horrible. That is literally the most painful scene in the whole film to watch, because Creedence just needs love and help. Graves doesn't even care about that. He's faking affection to make Creedence trust him. But when Creedence isn't giving him what he wants, he just straight up slaps him round the face. When Creedence has been getting abused by Mary Sue, what do you think that's gonna do to Creedence, right? Like, why do people ship it? You're not shipping Graves and Creedence, you're shipping Creedence and Grindelwald. Like, I just don't get it. Please don't hate. I've already had hate for, I made a post on Tumblr asking people why. No one gave me an explanation, because if someone can give me an explanation and it actually makes sense, then yeah, okay, that's fine, go ahead and ship it. The one reply I got was someone saying shut the fuck up. Like, oh, okay, thanks. I just don't get it. Someone please explain why you ship it. I'd understand if you ship him with the real Graves, but we haven't got the real Graves, and I just don't get it. So that's that. So the other day I was going through the Creedence tag on Tumblr, and I was thinking of like different scenarios that could happen in future films and stuff, and I came up with an idea for a thing that is like the cutest thing ever, and I made a post about it on Tumblr. So I'm gonna read the post out to you guys because I couldn't word it again, so I might as well just read what I've already written and just to share the ideas, because this is adorable. So the post is titled Creedence and Patronus, and it says, okay, but imagine when Creedence is sad or scared, Newt does the Patronus Charm to try and cheer him up. Imagine the magical animal running around Creedence, and Creedence watching its every move with amazement, a massive smile on his face. Creedence then starts asking Newt loads of questions like, how is he doing that? If he learnt magic, would he be able to do it? Is the animal always the same? And Newt sits down and answers every single question that Creedence has to ask. And the entire time, Creedence doesn't stop smiling. And then when Creedence finally learns magic, Newt teaches him the spell. The Patronus Charm would be Credence's favourite spell because it means he has a little animal, and I feel like Credence's Patronus would be like a platypus or a badger or otter or something, so that'd be cool. And this little animal is always there to protect him, and whenever Creedence is sad or scared, he performs the spell because his animal makes him feel safe and happy. How adorable is that? Oh my god, it's so cute. I was really pleased when I came up with it because it's just so cute and I really want it to happen. So yeah, that was cool. So some of you might know that I am a massive fan of movie soundtracks. 9 out of 10 times if I like a film, I will also listen to the soundtrack and buy any of the tracks on it that I like, and I literally own so many movie soundtracks, and Fantastic Beasts is no exception. I think after about the second time I went and saw it, I then listened to the whole soundtrack and bought tracks that I like and stuff, and my favourite tracks on it are the main titles, Tina Takes Newt to Headquarters and the Obscurus Rooftop Chase track. Those three are my favourite, and I've literally been listening to them on repeat for like the last 3 days. So that's the thing, but honestly the whole soundtrack is so amazing. So if you like the film, go listen to the soundtrack, it's just so good. So you know you're obsessed with something when you create your own original character for it. Yeah, I've made my own OC for Fantastic Beasts. I've reached that stage of obsession. But I really like my OC, so I thought I'd tell you a bit about her. Basically, her name's Cynthia Tonks. She's an ancestor of Nymphadora Tonks from the original Harry Potter series, because Nymphadora is my fave character ever, so of course I'm going to be related to her. She recently graduated Hogwarts. She was a Slytherin in it, but she's a good Slytherin. She's like a really good Slytherin, not evil. At the moment she's at the Ministry of Magic training to be an Auror. So she meets Newt in that because Grindelwald manages to escape the Macusa and comes to London because he knows Creedence ran away there, and both him and Newt are looking for Creedence, and they eventually find him both at the same time, end up dueling, and Grindelwald nearly kills Newt but doesn't because Cynthia steps in and saves Newt. Unfortunately, Grindelwald gets away with Creedence, but not before Creedence goes to Obscurus for a little bit, just because the duel freaks him out. And so after Grindelwald and Creedence leave, Cynthia's just like, okay, that was Grindelwald, and I'm pretty certain that guy was an Obscurial. What? And then Newt has to kind of explain to her, but he doesn't really want her getting involved, and so he's like, don't worry. And then she's just like, Grindelwald has an Obscurial, I think I should worry, and that sort of thing. And then Newt's like, okay, but you don't need to get involved. And she's just like, I just fought off Grindelwald. I think I'm involved. He's really sassy and adorable. So Newt's like, okay, I guess you can help me, because she did kind of save his life and was really good against Grindelwald. So she joins the team and helps them take out Grindelwald. And I can't decide yet if she should end up dating Creedence or not. If they don't, they're very good friends at least. But I do kind of ship Cynthia with Creedence. They'd be so cute together. This is why I'm single. I am such a sad, lifeless fangirl. So that's my OC that I've made. That's pretty much everything on my list that I wanted to talk about. Probably think of other stuff to talk about when I finish filming this, so there might be a part 2, who knows. I just really love Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them Now. I'm so obsessed, if you couldn't tell already, and I am just so excited for the sequel already. We literally only just got the first one, but I want the second one right now. So long as Creedence is in all 5 films and doesn't die, and by the end of it is happy and loved and cared for, then that is all that matters. Comment down below what you guys thought of Fantastic Beasts and stuff, and if you haven't watched my movie review of Fantastic Beasts, you should definitely go check it out, because the difference between me in that vid talking about it and now is probably shocking as to how fast I've become obsessed. I hope you guys enjoyed this movie talk, or Creedence talk, or Fantastic Beasts talk, whatever you want to call it. And if you like me literally just talking and fangirling about different things, then please say in the comments below, because there are so many films and TV shows I could literally make hour-long videos like this on. So that's been this video. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Let's see if we can reach 400 before Christmas, or for Christmas, because that would be so amazing. Oh my god. But thank you again for 350 subscribers, guys. It's honestly so cool. I love all of you so much. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in tomorrow's new Vlogmas video. Goodbye.